Right now, we are out live looking at damage from last night's severe storm.
We're taking a look at the areas hardest hit and what recovery efforts look like this morning, as well as the impact. A lot of impacts to talk about this morning, Shane.
That's right, Chris. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for waking up with us after a very busy night last night. A lot of storm damage to get to. Power outages across the area, and we will be covering all of that here for you this morning.
Madison saying that there are several dozen road closures this morning because of trees that are down in the roadways, and because of the unsafe situation, Madison Metro schools within the last 30 minutes have canceled classes for the day. Josh Ryder and Savannah Burrito and Kelly Slifka are all standing by with our team coverage this morning. We're going to start right away with Savannah and a look at the damage in Verona. Hey, Savannah.
Hey guys, yeah, there's a lot of damage, a lot of trees down, not only in the streets, but also lots along the roadways. And some people have come out of their houses already to clear the roadways, or at least try to clear the roadways. But this house, it's part of the one that collapsed on the house behind me. This is in the middle of the road, so obviously going to take many crews to come out. You can't just simply move it off the streets, but you might have to find alternate routes. Here is the tree that collapsed on the house. We actually went inside, and the tree came through the window, one of the beams as well. The windows are cracked, and the homeowner told me that it sounded like a semi running into their house. He thought it was due to a tornado. So what the National Weather Service will do, they see pictures, there were funnel clouds, or at least scud clouds, not a funnel, there's no rotation in scud clouds. They survey that damage. They have crews that come out and survey the damage if they can't get a good enough read based on pictures and videos, which it can be hard. And they'll send crews out, and then they can survey this damage and kind of come to a distinguish if it was from severe thunderstorm winds and damage from that, or if it may have been a brief tornado touchdown. Right now, though, there were no tornadoes reported in the viewing area, just a lot of hail, thunderstorm wind damage, and also thunderstorm gust reports. So what we saw, at least across Dane County and southern Wisconsin, wind gusts up to about 65 to even close to 75, 80 miles per hour. And that is similar to what you see with damage of weak EF0 tornadoes. EF0 tornadoes have wind speeds of about 65 to 85 miles per hour. And what we had for winds and damage reports, that was similar to that and fell between that category. And we did see a line of severe thunderstorms move in, so that covers a much larger area than a tornado, at least for the most part, or more times than not. So we are going to continue to cover across Verona. We're on Lincoln Street here in Verona. We'll send it back inside, though, for now to Chris and Shane.
All right, Savannah, thank you. Let's get now to Josh Ryder, who's in Prairie du Sac, looking at the damage there. Josh, what can you show us?
Hey, good morning, Chris. Yeah, we're on the levee right here, Lake Wisconsin, the Wisconsin River right beside me, and you can see the canopies and the tarps over these boats ripped up from that strong winds. You can tell where we're standing. This is where the wind would have came right across the lake and the river here, right into the golf course, and that's where we're starting to see some of the damage here this morning. Trees are down here on the golf course. You can see that tree snapped over there. That jet ski not belonging to be there. That should be up on a lift, that washing ashore. We also have some other video from overnight we want to show you as crews began cleanup here, and crews are underway with that cleanup here this morning. There's a lot of trees down here at Lake Wisconsin Country Club, where they saw many reports of those strong winds last night coming across the lake and the river. Crews will be working through the day to take care of that. No word on power outages here in this area. We do know there was one snapped pole right over here. We're not sure if that was live yet or not, but they were going to call crews and make that report. But various damage right here in Prairie du Sac, guys. We'll keep you updated with any new information as it comes in.
All right, Josh, thank you very much. Now let's get outside to Kelly Slifka. He's here with your first warn weather. Kelly, how are things looking out there?
You know, it's still windy out here. That's the unfortunate thing. It's not obviously due to any kind of thunderstorm winds, but still we've got some gusts up to 30, 35 miles per hour yet this morning behind the storm system that produced all these high wind gusts. We had wind gusts reported at Dane County Regional Airport up to 62 miles per hour. You got to remember, these are at official measuring stations, so they're separated by quite a few miles. Janesville had a peak wind gust of 44. Even Monroe, though, 61. In between is when we had some of these wind gusts up to 75 miles per hour, and that's why we saw some of the damage that both Savannah and Josh have shown us this morning with tree branches, trees even coming down. Of course, we saw a lot of rain as well, so the ground was basically saturated, so that helps bring down some of these trees as well with some of those wind gusts that we had yesterday. Still breezy this morning. Let's call it windy yet this morning, but those winds will come down a little bit, sustained at 10 to 20 miles per hour. It's going to be a little bit cooler. We do have quiet weather for a couple of days. It'll take us right into Friday before we have that chance of some showers. Maybe an isolated storm on Friday. Just going to have to dodge a few rain showers going into the holiday weekend. It's 59 right now in Madison, 58 in Middleton, 59 also in Monona, Oregon at 59. We'll have the clouds this morning gradually breaking up later this morning into the afternoon. That should push our temperatures through the 60s, getting very close to 70. Not the 80s like we saw yesterday, but we are at least expecting some sunshine a little bit later on today. But we have to contend with these winds. They'll be up there throughout the afternoon, 15, 20 mile per hour sustained winds out of the west and southwest. As we get toward the dinner hour, closer to sunset, we'll start to see these winds come down. Otherwise, cloudy skies right now. The clouds breaking up as we go through the morning hours. West winds up there at 15 to 20 miles per hour. Temperatures climbing into the 60s. We'll talk more about that chance of showers on Friday and the upcoming Memorial holiday weekend coming up.
All right, thanks, Kelly. Our First Warn weather team kept you informed all day yesterday about the storms with live coverage on air and online. To receive updates on extreme weather like we saw yesterday, right to your phone, and you had it last night. It was really well-rounded coverage to our crew last night. And the coverage of the First Warn weather app kept everybody in the know about what was happening. If you don't have the app, download it wherever you get yours.
Now to our continuing coverage of some storm damage last night. Lots of folks still without power this morning.
Yeah, so we're at tens of thousands of customers without power this morning, both MG&E customers, Alliant customers, some We Energy customers. We've been keeping track of MG&E outages overnight hours into this morning. Here's a live look at where the situation is at. The company says this is one of the largest outages in MG&E history. More than 250 different outages affecting right now 25,000 customers. Those numbers are a huge improvement from just a few hours ago when outages numbered in the 35,000 area, and even before that it was over 40,000 customers impacted in the MG&E area. So it's going to take several days, multiple days, MG&E officials are telling us this morning, to get everybody back online. So please be patient. And if you have an outage that hasn't been reported yet, make sure that you call them and still let them know. We have the 800 number that you can call on channel3000.com.
Also this morning, we are hearing of some road closures in Fitchburg due to fallen trees from the storm. You can see the list here on your screen. They include Seminole Highway from McKee Road to Dolly Drive, County Highway B from Lawler Road to County Highway MM, and County Highway MM from Murphy Road to Byrne Road. There are also multiple blockages in Madison. Again, we have all of that information for you up on our website, channel3000.com. We'll take a look at this viewer video here showing a downed power line on Madison's west side last night. This happened on Maple Grove Drive. You can see here the power line leaning on a tree and on fire. At the end of the video, you can see the power line pop. An important reminder for you this morning: do not approach a downed power line or anything that it's touched. You should always assume that those downed lines are energized and dangerous. The Madison Fire Department is confirming multiple reports of those down lines and other electrical hazards this morning. Last we heard from MFD, they say their agencies were responding to dozens of calls. We've been calling local officials all morning long, but have not been able to get a number of just how many down lines have been confirmed.
Also overnight, we received video of a tree that fell on a house. The person who sent us this said it happened on Decorah Road in DeForest right around 8 o'clock. We haven't been able to confirm that or whether anyone is injured. We've called Dane County Dispatch, and they told us that they've had to deal with so many fallen trees that this one didn't stick out. A News 3 Now crew member capturing this video last night of Madison crews clearing some of the downed trees on area roadways. Several dozen area roads in Madison are closed this morning because of all of the trees that fell. So they're asking anyone with down trees in their neighborhoods to call city officials and let them know about it. We don't have any numbers on how many trees are down in the area. I mean, it's all over the viewing area. But dispatch told us overnight that with the amount of incidents that they heard about, they would be surprised if no one got hurt.
We're also seeing footage from Iowa. There, officials are still trying to confirm the number of casualties from a tornado in Greenfield. State Patrol saying multiple people have died and at least a dozen were injured. The tornado tore through the small town 55 miles southwest of Des Moines. It destroyed homes and businesses, shredding trees and even smashing cars.
It's devastating. I've lived here all my life. I'm just praying that everybody was safe. Everybody's safe and nobody got hurt.
You can see the very emotional reaction to the destruction there. Iowa's governor says she plans to visit the area this morning.
And Dane County wanted to show you some viewer video overnight. This is from Jason Kane at the Prairie Athletic Club in Sun Prairie. You see some ominous looking clouds here and what may appear like a funnel cloud. Kelly Slifka has been telling us, though, that this is what's the technical term for this?
Well, I'm not exactly sure. A scud cloud is kind of a low-hanging cloud. A lot of times they kind of look like maybe a formation of a wall cloud, but I really don't see any rotation with that system, so that might just be a scud cloud.
Yeah, so no confirmed tornadoes from the News 3 Now viewing area from last night. I mean, it was really the straight line winds. And watching that hit the viewing area last night, especially the Madison Metro, I mean, the strongest part of that storm seemed to just nail the metro. Yeah,
it went right into western Dane County, and sometimes straight line winds have more of an impact than like a minor tornado, simply because it does affect a lot more people. Obviously, it can cover a lot more area.
All right, Kelly, keeping us informed all morning. Kelly, thank you.
Coming up, we're going back out live as crews are assessing the damage this morning. Our team coverage will continue right after this.
We've got the power. At the power centers of Madison, you can get the job done with Gravely and Aaron's power equipment. Acre after acre, year after year, Gravely and Aaron's can help you get the job done right. We've got the power. Middleton and Sun Prairie.
Righty, Chips. Just taking a break. That window's a bear.
Don't worry. My cousin's got a guy.
Hey, I'm not sure I can help you with the house gas, but I can help you replace this window fast.
Let the experts at Feldco kickstart your home renewal with 2-for-1 windows and no interest for 1 year. Plus, we'll get it done Feldco fast.
2-for-1 windows won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco. Ruggability. We straight made that word up. How else to describe the otherwise indescribable, rugged, capable, incredible versatility and affordability of a Honda SUV? Kelly Blue Book's KBB.com calls Honda the best value brand. Car and Driver calls Honda the winningest brand in 10 best history. But we like ruggability, and you'll like the incredifantabulous deals, so see your Wisconsin Heartland Honda dealer today. Honda gets Wisconsin.
Memories matter.
I think the biggest thing I got out of my service in Vietnam was a real sense of patriotism. I'm very proud of what I did. I fought for you, and I'd fight for you again.
This Memorial Day, we remember, and we never forget those who sacrificed everything for our freedoms. We are Crest Funeral and Cremation Service, and we know that your memories matter.
We've got the power. At the power centers of Madison, you can get the job done with Gravely and Aaron's power equipment. Acre after acre, year after year, Gravely and Aaron's can help you get the job done right. We've got the power. Middleton and Sun Prairie.
Tonight at 10, toxic water poisoned families at a military base. Now a local veteran shares his struggles applying for government help for his sick wife. They're fighting it. I'm looking for answers to why these toxic water denials keep happening. Tonight at 10.
The nation's top call for action team is going strong at News 3 Now, with more than 160 cases closed and over $444,000 recovered. If you need help moving forward, call for action only on News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now this morning, moving forward.
Well, good morning, everyone. I'm here with homeowner Phil Marshall. He's the one who actually had this tree collapse on his house, and you were in your house with your wife when the sirens were going off. Can you tell me a little bit about what happened and what your experience was with the storm yesterday?
When I heard the sirens going, we both sheltered down in the basement for a safe place to go. And we were down there for, I would say, maybe a half hour before it sounded like a truck ran into the house. And I should have stayed in the basement, but I ran up to see what it was, and I saw the tree inside the house.
And it actually came through your window, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And then you said between that first round of storms that caused this tree to collapse on your house and the second one, you actually went over to your neighbor's house, right?
Yes, we sheltered across the street. The fire department was here, and they shut everything off and asked us to leave the house.
You told me you've lived here 43 years in this house, and you've never seen anything like this before.
No. This is the first time anything this severe has happened.
And they made you evacuate last night, correct?
Correct.
And then you came home, you said you fed your cat, got a couple of belongings, and then the insurance company is supposed to come out and survey some of this damage, right?
Yes. Waiting for that today.
Okay, well, thank you so much. I'm glad you're safe.
Thank you.
Yes, of course. So this is similar to what we've seen in areas across Verona, but I would say this is probably one of the hardest hit areas. We're on Lincoln Street, and branches are kind of all down across roadways. Some of the neighbors have some tree branches down as well. And this is similar to what you see on the roadways. I mean, there's so many branches and leaves down here. This was actually estimated probably close to about 80 miles per hour. What the National Weather Service will do, they'll send a survey and crews out to look at this damage and determine whether that was due to a severe thunderstorm wind gust, the damage due to that, or if there may have been a brief tornado touchdown. But so far, there has been no tornadoes reported across southern Wisconsin. There's been over 500 reports, though, from yesterday's severe thunderstorms and system. The brunt of it across Wisconsin and then also Iowa. Iowa had several tornadoes touch down. This is actually based on what I see out here, similar to what you see from a weaker tornado. EF0 tornadoes have wind speeds of about 65 to 85 miles per hour. Across Dane County and southern Wisconsin, we had estimated wind speeds, according to radar, that checked in around up to 75, 80 miles per hour. So it is comparable to what an EFZ tornado had. So we are seeing lots of this out there, but we're going to head out to Josh now. He's in Prairie du Sac, and he's reported all morning there's a lot of trees and damage over there too.
Hey, Savannah, good morning to you. Yeah, we're seeing much of the same up here right along the Wisconsin River. We're up on the levee, so we're getting a good vantage point of the Lake Wisconsin Country Club. And you can see where the storm really came across here near the Prairie du Sac Dam last night. I just spoke to a gentleman here at the golf course, and they estimate between about 30 to 40 large trees. We're talking large trees that are down, snapped in half, branches, debris, you name it. Cleanup already underway. I can hear chainsaws off in the distance as well. So there is going to be a lot of work to be done here near the Wisconsin River and Lake Wisconsin. We showed you some of that damage earlier and some of the canopies that were off of boats along the shoreline here. So now as the sun comes up, we're really getting a better idea of just how much damage was done up here near the Wisconsin River. Chris and Shane.
All right, Josh, thank you. Savannah, thank you. Great to see Phil is safe after a very scary situation at his home there.
Kelly Slifka's on the patio where even we had some tree branches fallen last night, Kelly.
Yeah, you know, they got this birch tree, part of this birch tree that came down. Birch trees are kind of weak trees, so they tend to come down. But that's been the story across most of the lawns across southern Wisconsin, much of Dane County at least. You're going to have to do some cleanup, and the skies got really ominous. Thanks, Bella, for sending this in from Fitchburg. If you watch it, almost can see that little bit of rotation. This might be the formation of what we call a supercell. Typically, a supercell does create some strong winds, possibly even a tornado. So that's what Bella saw there in Fitchburg. And all of southern Wisconsin had some of this strong, these ominous-looking skies. This, it's hard to tell from this photo whether or not This is just a scud cloud, which is a sign of some turbulence, but typically not a tornado coming out of it. But once again, this is just some ominous skies that we saw across southern Wisconsin as those storms rolled on in yesterday evening. Those are all off to the east. We're quiet right now, just still fairly breezy with the winds out of the west, southwest. And we have a lot of cleanup going on across southern Wisconsin. Also, I want to get back to this. We did have a lot of rain as well. In fact, some locations from our Doppler estimation up to 3, 4, even 5 inches of rain, especially where we really need it. Out there in Sauk County, they still have that severe drought ongoing from last summer. Heaviest rains fell in northern and western parts of Dane County up through Sauk County, then Adams and Juneau County. And you can see some pockets of some heavy rain there in Iowa County and also Richland and Grant County. It's going to be a breezy day with west winds up at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Temperatures only getting up close to 70 after being in the 80s yesterday. We will have another chance of some showers, maybe a couple of thunderstorms on Friday. Right now it looks to be pretty minimal, but kind of a nuisance for us going into the upcoming weekend. Temperatures stay in the 50s this morning. Need that jacket with the cloud cover and the breeze. Eventually getting up closer to 70 later today. It's going to be fairly breezy with winds out of the west and southwest at 15 to 20 miles per hour throughout the afternoon. As we get closer toward the sunset, those winds should come down less than 10 miles per hour later this evening. And we will actually get rid of some of these clouds. We have them with us this morning, but by the noon hour, see a little bit of sunshine breaking through. We'll call it partly sunny. Temperatures in the upper 60s to around 70. Right now we're at 59 in Madison, 59 in Janesville, and 58 in Watertown. And across Dane County, temperatures generally in the upper 50s, 58 in Cottage Grove and also Sun Prairie. So today, a breezy day, but a quiet day for us. 70 today, 77 looks like a beautiful day tomorrow. Still very mild on Friday. Have a chance for some scattered showers, maybe a rumble of thunder. Dry conditions Saturday. For the weekend, I think we will have a chance of some showers here and there Sunday going into Memorial Day. Monday, not going to be a complete washout, but we're going to have to dodge some nuisance showers with high temperatures this weekend in the low 70s.
Thanks, Kelly. Coming up in the morning sprint, more coverage on the storm damage from overnight.
We're back after this.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. We do the math, people. For $79, you get all this. That costs over $200 at Walmart, over $300 at LensCrafters, and over $200 at America's Best. When it comes to value, Stanton Optical is the top bird. With the best service, quality, and prices, Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. To help you remember, I made this cheer. The value. A, awesome value. L, lots of value. You get 2 pairs of free eye exam and anti-glare lenses for only $79.
Shop from the largest selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs in Wisconsin at Bergstrom Chevrolet. All with Bergstrom's negotiation-free upfront pricing, including our exclusive 7-day price protection and money-back guarantees. Stop in or shop and purchase at BergstromChevrolet.com.
Spruce up your lawn with help from Menards. Plus, get an 11% rebate on everything. Find everything from lawn bags to fertilizer, gardening tools, and more. Works Outdoor Power Tools have everything you need to maintain your yard. They're perfect to get the job done quick and easy. Right now, this Works 20-volt cordless string trimmer edger and leaf blower combo kit is just $109.99 after 11% rebate now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Our city has a pulse. Steps from bustling and wild. Come find familiar. Experience new. Live in our rhythm and stay.
It's our Spring Envy flooring sale, plus special financing to make your projects a reality. Our talented interior designers at H&R Carpets and Flooring take you through each step. On sale now at H&R Carpets and Flooring, Waunakee.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, your family's free to enjoy their dreams.
Try it again. You're getting the hang of this. Good job.
American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
health with 3 convenient urgent care locations.
6:54, time for the morning sprint.
We want to get out live to Savannah Brito, who is keeping an eye on storm damage overnight. Savannah.
Yeah, thanks, guys. We're in Verona. This is off Lincoln Street. We're on Lincoln Street, and a tree actually collapsed on someone's house, but a lot of neighbors are coming out helping each other. Somebody's actually cutting and helping with some of the wood just to clear it. So Verona community coming together to make it stronger just with all this damage that we're seeing. But we're going to keep you guys up to date with everything through the morning and the noon show. Josh is actually out live, too, in Prairie du Sac, seeing similar damage.
Yeah, Savannah, we're seeing a lot of tree damage here as well. Take a look at some of the damage here behind me at the Lake Wisconsin Country Club. You can see where the storm moved across the lake and the river here last night, damaging between 30 to 40 trees. That's what one of the golf course people tell me here this morning. Cleanup already underway. Chainsaws in the distance. Going to be a long day of cleanup ahead.
All right, Savannah, Josh, thank you. There are tens of thousands of outages across Wisconsin today. MG&E says more than 25,000 customers are without power right now in our area. One of the biggest outages in the company's history, they say, and they're also telling us that restoration could take days.
MG&E and Madison Fire asking people to avoid down power lines this morning. If you see one, don't go near it and assume anything that it's touching is also charged and dangerous. You can report it down line by calling 911 or calling MG&E at the number on your screen.
All right, a few minutes away from 7 o'clock. It's still breezy this morning. We have had west winds up there at 15 to 20 miles per hour. We'll have cloudy skies this morning, eventually turning partly sunny. Mid-60s at the noon hour, should be topping out very close to 70 later today. We should get into some sunshine. It's going to be a breezy day with some sun. Temperatures a little bit cooler than yesterday, as we were in the 80s yesterday, in the low 70s today. Nice day tomorrow, 77. A chance for some showers on Friday. Another chance for some showers Sunday going into Memorial Day. It won't rain the entire weekend, but we'll have to dodge some rain showers this weekend.
All right, Kelly, thank you. We're back with more storm damage and coverage coming up in 30 minutes.